Welcome to the nse3 FortiWeb product training. These are the topics you will learn about in this lesson, beginning with the product overview. After completing this lesson, you should be able to identify the business drivers and security challenges customers currently face. Describe the FortiWeb product key features. Identify the sales strategies for and competitive advantages of FortiWeb. A web application firewall, WAF, consolidates three main categories: web security, bot mitigation, and API protection. FortiWeb is a WAF that protects hosted web applications from attacks that target known and unknown exploits. Using AI-enhanced multi-layer and correlated detection methods, FortiWeb defends applications from known vulnerabilities and from zero-day threats. Defending the Layer 7 perimeter is different from defending a traditional network. Businesses nowadays are relying more and more on web applications to provide services to their clients. Internet-facing web applications do not enjoy the protection of traditional perimeter-based defenses. Since businesses are relying on web applications to provide critical services, web application and API protection will increasingly become the first line of defense for critical business assets. FortiWeb is an integral part of the security fabric. But what is it, and what are its features? FortiWeb is a web application firewall that protects business-critical web applications from attacks that target known and unknown vulnerabilities. Like FortiADC and FortiMail, FortiWeb is a part of the application security solution. The principal use cases for FortiWeb are to protect enterprise applications, to meet PCI compliance, and to automate the detection and remediation of cyber attacks and breaches to ensure that they are neutralized expeditiously and that demands on team resources are minimized. FortiWeb addresses the key challenges that organizations face when deploying internet-facing web applications. For web application protection, FortiWeb offers machine learning enhancement, which is introduced in the anomaly detection model to eliminate noise samples and reduce false positives. FortiWeb offers protection against bots by offering features such as bot deception. FortiWeb provides a deception technique to identify bots. It inserts a hidden link into response pages. Clients that fetch the URL can accurately be classified as bots. Biometrics-based detection. FortiWeb can verify whether a client is a bot by monitoring events such as mouse movement, keyboard, screen touch, and scroll, and so on. Threshold-based detection. Default rules to identify various scan types using thresholds, such as occurrence, time period, and so on. Mobile application identification. For mobile clients that cannot execute JavaScript or CAPTCHA, FortiWeb can now verify the request is legitimate by verifying the JTW token a mobile application carries when it accesses a web server. FortiWeb API protection includes API Gateway. With API Gateway, you can now control and secure all access to your APIs. You can define API users, verify API keys, and perform access control, and so on. Mobile API protection. Protect your mobile APIs from malicious attacks by verifying the mobile device's authenticity. One of the challenges that a WAF has to address is blocking threats in real time, without blocking legitimate users, and without generating the false positives that drive administrative overhead. Web applications play an important role in providing users the mission-critical services. Administrators have to ensure that legitimate web traffic is unaffected by the security measures in place to block the malicious traffic. This is where FortiWeb comes into play. FortiWeb addresses web security issues by combining machine learning with signature updates from FortiGuard. FortiWeb machine learning models your application to detect malicious anomalies. Along with continually updated threat intelligence and analytics from FortiGuard Labs, including updated attack signatures and detection algorithms. FortiWeb provides benefits that can help organizations protect their web applications against known risks, including the OWASP Top 10 and unknown and zero-day threats. Furthermore, FortiWeb reduces administrative overhead by reducing false positives with machine learning. FortiWeb can also be used to address PCI-DSS 6.6 requirements. Applications interact with both benign and malicious bots, and WAF needs to block the malicious bots while allowing managed access to the benign bots. This is a big challenge, as WAF needs to be intelligent enough to differentiate between benign and malicious bots without impacting the performance of web services. Let's take a look at types of bots that are frequently found running on the web. Good bots that are allowed to interact with your application may include search engines, virtual assistants, chatbots, content aggregators, example, price comparison sites. Malicious bots activity may include web scraping, competitive data mining, personal and financial data harvesting, account takeover, digital ad fraud, transaction fraud. FortiWeb blocks malicious bots without blocking users or interfering with legitimate bot activity, for example, search engines. At the same time, FortiWeb reduces or eliminates reliance on user verification techniques that degrade the user experience, such as reCAPTCHA forms. FortiWeb API protection provides traditional web applications, and processing takes place on the server itself. The client browser will render the HTML. API-based applications rely on more powerful clients to process raw data. API-based applications provide better overall performance and user experience for mobile devices. The attack surface on your web applications evolves rapidly, changing every time you deploy new features, update existing ones, or expose new web APIs. You need a solution that can keep up. FortiWeb is that solution. FortiWeb provides an API gateway that provides a single point of entry for API access that includes user management, API key management, rate limiting, host name control, IP level access control, HTTP refer access control, encapsulate internal API structure. FortiWeb allows administrators to hide internal API structure from potential attackers, a single point of access to APIs, and to deliver improved user experience for users on a wide range of devices without sacrificing security. Using a multi-layered and correlated approach, FortiWeb provides complete security for external and internal web-based applications. The order of the actions that you see on this slide is the actual order in which they are undertaken by FortiWeb. FortiWeb uses the following features and services to scan traffic in this order: IP reputation services, which automatically screens out malicious sites; denial of service, DOS, guards applications from Layer 7 DOS attacks. FortiWeb then checks that the request hasn't been manipulated using HTTP RFC validation. Requests are checked against FortiWeb's signatures for known attack types. Any files, attachments, or code are then scrubbed with FortiWeb's built-in antivirus and data leakage services. Advanced persistent threats are screened using integration with FortiSandbox and FortiGate. Advanced protection looks for things that appear as normal activities, such as screenscaping and unwanted website scanners. The auto-learning behavioral detection engine reviews all requests that have passed previous layers. If the request is outside of user or automatic parameters, the request is blocked. Lastly, FortiWeb provides a correlation of these layers and user scoring to assess the severity of the attack and to minimize false positive detections. This combination provides near 100% protection from any web application attack, including zero-day threats that signature-based systems cannot detect. The FortiGuard icon indicates the services that are continuously updated by FortiGuard Labs. Whatever anomalies are not detected by the FortiGuard signatures scanning are subject to behavioral validation through our machine learning process. FortiWeb uses two machine learning layers. The first to check if the request is an anomaly. The second to verify if the anomaly is an attack. This is very different from today's solutions, that immediately block every anomaly, causing false positives and customer frustration. Additionally, with machine learning, every request gets a probability value, which is different from a yes/no match to an existing learned profile. FortiWeb uses probability and argument length as two learning dimensions. Other dimensions might be added in the future. What this means for the business. Multi-layered machine learning engines protect against zero-day attacks, intelligently detecting threats with virtually no false positives. Layer 1 detects anomalies by building profiles and mathematical models for each parameter in a given web application. Layer 2 classifies anomalies as threats by examining variations based on a predetermined threshold. In the first layer of the machine learning process, FortiWeb compares anomalies against FortiGuard threat models. All traffic that matches no malicious signatures is blocked, and other anomalies are sent to Layer 2 for threat detection. This allows FortiWeb to block known threats and zero-day attacks while ensuring that legitimate traffic can access web applications. The second layer of machine learning decides whether an anomaly detected by the first layer of machine learning is an actual attack, or just a mistake entered by the user, or if the application changed and a new type of entries are legitimate. FortiWeb is loaded with threat models, each for a different attack vector, SQLI, XSS, and so on. These threat models are based on work done by the FWB engineering team, which analyzed thousands of attacks from various sources. FortiWeb arrives with pre-built threat models that are updated periodically through the FortiGuard Security Service subscription. This helps to reduce false positives while protecting web applications from known and unknown threats. With our unique approach to address web application security needs, we can offer our customers unbeatable value without sacrificing security. Our customers can focus on developing web applications without worrying about adding an extra layer of security in their web apps. FortiWeb can help protect all types of web applications without adding manual security processes for each application. FortiWeb is available in a variety of form factors to help secure customers' web applications. This includes hardware appliances, VMs, public cloud, SaaS, containers, and AWS WAF partner rules. Regardless of where our customers are in their cloud journey, we have a FortiWeb format available to meet their needs. Fortinet provides multiple ways for customers to secure their applications, not just cloud versus data center, but a full range of cloud options, including VMs, SaaS, and containers, and support for multiple public clouds. For customers building applications in AWS and Azure today, let's take a deeper look at our SaaS offering, FortiWeb Cloud as a Service. This offering is available in the AWS and Azure marketplaces today, and we have plans to offer other public cloud environments, including Google Cloud. Fortinet is taking advantage of the public cloud generally and AWS specifically. We aren't just putting a wrapper around our VMs and calling that SaaS. We're deploying a multi-tenant solution in each AWS region, and that has big implications. First, as a cloud-native application, we can provide the elastic capacity that the solution requires, without the limitations inherent in managing a separate pool of VMs for each customer. Second, by deploying in each region, we provide a simplified regulatory environment where using the WAF doesn't move the data through a different region with potentially different regulatory requirements. And third, the customer only pays for intra-regional traffic between their application and our service. Fortinet takes care of the outbound data costs. We have existing colonies of FortiWeb resources in most North American and EMEA AWS regions. When a customer purchases FortiWeb as a service, they simply select the region, and their service is routed through the selected FortiWeb resources. Registration is handled by the FortiOne registration portal. Obviously, there is a lot going on behind the scenes to make this happen. As previously mentioned, we deliver this service using a true multi-tenant, serverless architecture. We aren't just adding a makeshift wrapper around a bunch of VMs or provisioning separate virtual infrastructures for each customer. FortiWeb Cloud WAF as a service is a SaaS cloud-based WAF that protects public cloud-hosted web applications from the OWASP Top 10, zero-day threats, and other application layer attacks. FortiWeb Cloud WASP colonies run in most WS regions. This allows you to scrub your application traffic within the same region that your application resides, addressing performance, regulation concerns, and keeping traffic cost to minimum. All requests are directed to the nearest point of presence based on global server load balance. FortiWeb Cloud WAS is available worldwide with global distribution of WAF clusters. This allows FortiWeb to scan and deliver content without latency and without compromising security. Good job! You now understand FortiWeb, its features and benefits. Now, you will learn about specific sales strategies and other FortiWeb-related sales enablement topics.